Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, the Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The Legend Sports Universe Boxing Federation comes to you live with card number 5 in the LSUBF Championship Tournament Series. We have a three-bout card for you tonight that will kick off at the junior lightweight division. A pair of junior lightweight fights to get things started tonight. First, Acelino Freitas, the number 2 ranked junior lightweight in the world, will take on the 7th ranked Rafael Bazooka Limon. Then after that, it is the 4th ranked undefeated Diego Corrales, 9-0 with 6 knockouts. He will face Ryu Fukida, ranked number 5. He's been a surprise as of yet. He's compiled a 10-1 record, 9 knockouts. He hasn't really faced anybody of note as of yet, but he did qualify for the junior lightweight tournament. He will take a big step up facing Corrales. And then in the main event of the evening, what should be a fun one at junior middleweight, the number 2 seed, Mccallum, undefeated at 12-0, takes on tough Japanese contender Koichi Wajima, 11-1, ranked number 7 in the junior middleweight division. So, as we've been doing, we'll go behind the LSUBF fourth wall before our first bout of the night. Acelino Freitas and Rafael Bazooka Limon. Again, this whole thing, the base of the LSUBF takes place in title bout, and then we do stream fights here using either Undisputed or Fight Night Champion, depending on the matchup. But here we kind of go behind the scenes a little bit as far as career stages and stuff taking place within the title bout game. There you see Acelino Freitas and Rafael Limon, both in the pre-prime stages of their career. Freitas has a 7 rating in title bout, which is a very solid rating. That's where you kind of 7, I kind of feel like ends up being kind of the line of demarcation, but as you separate the wheat from the chaff a little bit. So Freitas has a 7 at pre-prime, is a very solid rating. Limon is only a 3 at pre-prime. Limon was a more of a tough grinder fighter than a top flight fighter. His series of bouts with Bobby Chacon were classic. The 100 sim test bouts, Freitas goes 71, 26, and 3. So he comes in here as a pretty solid favorite in this bout. Best bout so far for each of these fighters. Freitas, an 8th round knockout of Oliver Flores, Nicaragua's Flores, also made the tournament. He will fight at a later date. Limon's best win so far, a 7th round stoppage of tough Ricardo Arredondo's. That's a good win for Limon. Limon's one of those fighters, he'll hang in there with you and he will put pressure on you. If you are off your game, Limon can take you out. As I have been doing, and by virtue of the fact that my projects kind of do a deeper dive than what most people do, I've been doing these little mini bios before these bouts to get people familiar with some fighters they may not be totally familiar with. Acelino Papo Freitas was a Brazilian boxer known for his explosive power and aggressive style. He won the WBO junior lightweight title in August '99 by knocking out Anatoly Alexandrov in the first round. He later unified the division, adding the WBA title in 2002. Fan favorite for his knockout ability, he also won world titles at lightweight before retiring. His combination of speed and power made him one of Brazil's top fighters. As for Rafael Bazooka Limon, a rugged and relentless Mexican boxer known for his brawling style, he won the WBC junior lightweight title in 1980 by defeating Alfonso Cathelmi. Limon later regained the title in 1982 by stopping Rolando Navarrete, best known for his epic rivalry with Bobby Chacon. Limon was a fearless warrior who engaged in many thrilling battles, making him a fan favorite in the 130-pound junior lightweight division. So with that, we get ready to head to ringside here, a daytime outdoor event, bringing back the old wide world of sports broadcasts that I've previously mentioned that I used to be able to watch in my youth. There you see Freitas and Limon. Freitas 14-2-1, 10 knockouts. Limon 12-2 with 10 knockouts. Both fighters come in at 5'6". Freitas has a 3-inch reach advantage. He's got a 1-pound weight advantage. Limon weighing in at 129. Freitas weighing in for this one at the junior lightweight limit of 130. Freitas from Salvador, Brazil. Limon from Mexico City, Mexico. Freitas will head down to the ring first here. 14-2-1, 10 knockouts, as we mentioned. Freitas wearing the Brazilian flag colors on his trunks in this one, the gloves and the shoes corresponding. He waves to the crowd as he enters the ring. There you see Rafael Limon. 10 knockouts in those 12 wins. Limon, despite the Bazooka name, not really a hard puncher. Machine Gun probably would have been a better name for him, as he's more just a rapid fire, overwhelm you with the slugging kind of fighter than a raw power fighter. But regardless, that's how things shake out here. As you see Jimmy Lennon wrapping up the introductions in the ring as Freitas and Limon prepare to engage in what should be a fun, thrilling bout here. This is another one of the fictional can't even call it an arena, but of locations in the undisputed line of venues. Fighters getting their final instructions at center ring. As always, appreciate you tuning in to join me here. These LSUBF cards have been fine. You'll notice the color schemes. I'm back to doing the red and the blue at the bottom. I had changed it to orange and black, which are colors I usually use for my stuff as a theme of the Legend Sports universe. But in adjusting those in the game here, it was also triggering something that made all the fighters fight with black gloves, and I decided that trade-off wasn't worth it. So Freitas and Limon open things up here in these first 30 seconds. Limon lands a decent little uppercut there on the inside as Freitas tried to fire off a straight right hand. I could see pretty good punch output from these two guys. Winging right hand from Freitas there misses the mark. Limon sticks him with a right, gets him with an uppercut as well. Wings the left hand there that catches something. So a good start here for Rafael Limon in the early going. Another winging right hand from Freitas again misses the mark. Neither of these fighters particularly solid defenders. Should see both men getting hit a bit. Good straight left hand there from Limon. Snaps Freitas' head back. Freitas lands a good cut inside there. And another one. Go. That second one was a really good shot from Acelino Freitas. That backs Bazooka Limon up. Freitas doesn't follow it with any kind of significance there, but he knows that he rang Limon's bell with that one. That's a good shot from Acelino Freitas. We'll sticking the jab out on the southpaw here. See if that poses any kind of a style problem for Freitas. As we come up on a minute left in the opening round. This again goes for that wing right hand with no success. A minute here of round number one. The fighters have landed a few decent shots here in the opening. One from the moment. I think that got most of the gloves. This goes downstairs and upstairs. Thing of impact. There, Limon, kind of a half-hearted left hand there. Finds the mark, but not much steam on that one. 30 seconds remaining in round one as Freitas starts to try to work the body a little bit more on Rafael Limon. Goes for that uppercut. Limon blocks it. Goes for the overhand right. That one's blocked as well. And lands upstairs. Downstairs, Freitas has already backed out of there. Evades that shot in the waning moments here of the opening round. It's been a good solid round from both fighters. Both had moments. Good combination there from Freitas at the bell. Perhaps enabling him to steal the round in the eyes of the judges. We won't really know about that until later on. Again, we'll kind of go halftime here in these between round segments. No reason to sit here for a minute. Try not to waste people's time when they tune into the channel. So since this goes real time, kind of do 30 seconds of the in-between rounds instead of the full minute. So we get ready to open up round 2 here. Fighters meet out at ring center again. Freitas the harder puncher of the two. Both guys will get hit. There's a wing right hand shot again. Freitas has gone for that a few times. That one landed, but not cleanly. Limon answers it well. Pops a couple of jabs home. Lands a good little left hand there. Freitas, you've seen start to try to go to the body a little more than he was in the first half of round number 1. He started working the body as that round went on. Up here, another shot at that wing right hand. Freitas is looking for a money shot here in these first couple of rounds. Sticks Limon a couple of times there, goes to the body, kind of caught half elbow, half rib there. Freitas trying to dig in a bit, catches a short uppercut. Limon lands a good shot to the body there. Made it into round 2. Pair of shots from Freitas can't find the mark. Limon misses the mark as well there with a straight left hand that falls short. And he has gone, Freitas has gone for that big right hand. He has not been able to connect it to this point. It's not with significant. Short little jab there from Limon. Finds the mark. Good straight left from Limon. Finds the mark. Goes to the body. And another straight left hand from Limon. Freitas tees up again and misses again. Freitas' corner may want to try to get him. And both of these guys are sluggers. Freitas' corner may want to get him focus on doing some of that body work. He's been successful when he's done it. There you see he digs another couple into the ribs, slips an uppercut between the gloves. Good job there from Freitas. Don't worry about trying to get the early knockout. Limon tries to load up there. It kind of gets blocked mid-punch by Freitas. Not really being able to tee that shot off. Good short uppercut there from Limon. That's a good shot. He sticks home a couple of straight lefts afterwards. Good sequence there for Bazooka Limon. As we come up on 30 seconds in round number 2. Freitas sticks a jab. Limon tries to dig to the body. Freitas blocks it, then lands a good body shot of his own. Freitas' best work so far over these first couple of rounds has been when he's tried to work Limon to the body a bit. You get to the final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good shot from Limon. Connects. Freitas was already backing out there. Well, body shots as the round comes to a close. So an entertaining first couple of rounds from both of these fighters here. Hard to call to this point. Won't really try to. I think Freitas probably has gotten the better of things. I think Freitas took that second round. Limon that might have leaned on the first round too, but both of those rounds could have gone either way. Slight swelling signs on both fighters, nothing of any real significance to this point in the bout as we get started with round number 3. Good jab from Limon finds a home again. Double jab from Freitas. First land, second one falls short. Neither of these fighters are big on the head movement, dodging, slipping part of things. When they defend, it's largely from blocking. Longest period of time we've had in the bout without a punch there. Between these two. Freitas lands a couple of straight right hands. Partially, but Limon answers with a decent little body shot. Limon has not been able to dig combos to the body. Good right hand there. That was a good right cross from Freitas. Kind of waits, sticks a body shot, comes back upstairs. Body shot can open up some stuff upstairs for Freitas. Again, the body shots have been his best blows of the fight to this point. Little jab, short little uppercut. Limon lands a shot of his own on the inside. Limon does not want to fall into taking 2 to give 1, though. Freitas has too much power for Limon to try to play that game here. Midway through round number 3. Straight left. Lands on Freitas as he was backing away. Again, Limon trying to find the range a little bit. Goes up there, swings and misses. Tries to get to the body, slips an uppercut between the gloves after the body shots were blocked. Tries to change again on the inside. Freitas gets the better of that as we get into the final minute. Here in round number 3. After round 3, we'll take our first look at the CompuBox scorecard. See how they evaluate the fight through the first 3 rounds. Body shot from Limon, comes back upstairs with a left hook afterwards. Freitas again tries to go to the body. Backs Limon off. I haven't seen Freitas go for that big winging right hand in a while. Perhaps his corner getting in his ear a little bit. Hey, you've gone for that shot half dozen times and haven't connected. Well, there he was, tried to load that one up. Limon kind of stepped in on him and caught him midway through. He never really got to get that punch off completely as we get into the final 10 seconds here of the 3rd round. Short left from Limon, lands as Freitas comes back in on him. Freitas misses a jab as the round ends. So we're through 3 here. Opening bout of our 3-bout card. Appreciate you tuning in as always here to the Legend Sports Universe. This is card number 5 for the LSUBF Initial Championship Tournament Series. Winner of this bout will face the winner of Oliver Flores and Cornelius Boza Edwards. That bout will be held a couple of cards from him. CompuBox scorecard has all 3 of the first 3 rounds in favor of Acelino Freitas. A little bit surprising. I would have figured that Limon would have taken at least one of those rounds. Freitas has been a bit more accurate, but he hasn't really troubled Limon too much. And Limon has done enough. I'm a little bit surprised. CompuBox has Freitas with the shutout there, but by no means a horrible judging decision. Good body shot there from Limon, finds a home. Has to go back upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. Freitas defending well there at the moment. Short jab inside. Left hook catches glove. The jab does, good right hand there from Freitas. Limon gets staggered by that one. Backing up, Freitas going in at him. Knows he's got him hurt, and down he goes. Bazooka Limon is on the canvas. Acelino Freitas has put him down here in round number 4. Limon back up at the 5 count. Freitas knew he had him hurt and went in there for it and got him to the canvas. So Limon is back up. There's still 1:40 left here in round 4. Plenty of time for Freitas to try to go for a finish here. Limon is not going to back down. I can promise you that. Big winging right hand shot there from Freitas. Lands, but not flush. Good body shot from Limon, trying to slow down Freitas' attack here. Freitas backs up, comes back in again. Limon sticks him with a couple of straight lefts. Freitas kind of getting in Limon's kitchen. Hadn't really landed anything. Good body shot there. Good short little left uppercut. Lands as well. Limon bounces a few off of Freitas' gloves there. Another good body shot from Limon. Tries to go to the body again. Freitas too quick for him, gets away. Now Limon trying to dig into the body again, trying to take some of the starch out of Freitas. Not Limon's nature to go into retreat, even with the knockdown. Good straight left hand from Bazooka Limon. Limon fighting his way back here. Freitas keeps on going. Uppercut, couple body shots, another uppercut from Freitas. Limon giving some good shots, but he's taking too many of them here. And that's a dangerous way for Bazooka Limon to live through this bout with Freitas. 15 seconds remaining in round 4. Limon firing off. Freitas not really defending himself particularly well there. Trying to cover up, and Limon slipping a bunch of those shots through. Again, a couple shots to the body, a couple of uppercuts. Uppercuts seem to hit most of the glove, but the body shots get him. Limon backs off as round 4 comes to a close. Some decent work over the final minute for Limon, but he got dropped, so that's going to be a 10-8 round for Acelino Freitas regardless. Swelling getting a little bit worse for Limon. Again, not to a point where there's any concern for it at this point. But a very good round there for Acelino Freitas, who knows he's got Limon into trouble here. We open up round number 5. Limon a little bit slower coming out of his corner that time. Misses with the jab. Good right hand from Freitas. Straight right hand there. Snap Limon's head back. Freitas starting to find the range a little bit. Limon, again, uppercut lands, body shot blocked, and second uppercut gets through as well. So a punch sequence from Limon there, nothing gets through. Freitas the better of these two defensively. Again, neither one of these two is a defensive wizard by any stretch of the imagination. Straight left. Lands, but not cleanly, as Freitas was already backing away before that punch loaded up. Good body shot there from Freitas. Big right hand misses that one. Limon was able to duck under. Comes in, lands a jab. Another big right hand from Freitas misses again. It's another job. Good right hand there. Kind of buckled Limon a little bit, but I think that was more of a balance issue. Limon didn't really seem like he got hit cleanly by that one. Lands a short left. Right hand from Freitas lands again. Minute and a half left here in round 5. And another big right hand. And that was the same sequence that dropped Limon the first time. And he's down for a second time here in round 5. Both of those were flush right hands from Acelino Freitas. Bazooka Limon is to a knee, but that's as far as he's going to get. It's a 5th round knockout for Acelino Freitas. Limon can't answer the count, and Freitas comes out of here with the victory. Good win for Acelino Freitas. Bazooka Limon, a tough customer. He will be heard from again. But Freitas comes through with the win here. There you see the CompuBox scorecard had him up on all cards. I'm sorry, that's the official judges scorecard. So the official judges scorecard in agreement with the CompuBox card that we saw at the end of round 3. So Freitas, a scorecard that looks more dominant than what I think that that bout actually signified. Still a terrific win for Acelino Freitas. Back behind the LSUBF fourth wall as we get ready for the second bout of our 3-bout card here on our 5th stream of the Legend Sports Universe Boxing Federation Championship Tournament slate. And we're going to stay at junior lightweight as Diego Chico Corrales steps in against Ryu Fukida. Corrales, there you see in the title bout rankings, both fighters are in the pre-prime stages of their career. So Corrales is a 5 in the title bout rating. Fukida is going to be fighting an uphill climb here. He's only a 2 at pre-prime in title bout. So Corrales certainly comes in with an advantage. Chico in his prime will be somewhere around a 9 or a 10. Fukida will be somewhere around a 4 or a 5, I believe. You'll see the 100 sim test fight to kind of establish our favorites and odds, etc. Corrales wins 80 out of 100. Fukida's a tough customer. He can hang in there with you, but he's just giving up a lot, particularly in the way of power. He's got a good chin. He can take a good shot, and Corrales will certainly deliver a good shot to him. But Corral is certainly the more skilled, more talented, more powerful fighter as we head into the bout. If you're unfamiliar with these two fighters, Corrales' best win to this point in the LSUBF, a 4th round knockout of Rafael Bazooka Limon, who we just saw in the prior bout get knocked out by Acelino Freitas. Corrales An all-action American boxer known for his power and heart, won the IBF Junior Lightweight title in 1999 by stopping Robert Garcia. Fierce warrior. Corrales later moved up in weight, but remained known for his aggressive style and punching power. His most famous fight came at lightweight against Jose Luis Castillo in 2005, a legendary comeback victory. Corrales' fearless approach made him one of boxing's most exciting fighters. If you have never seen the Corrales Castillo fight, do yourself a favor, go on YouTube and dial that one up. A fantastic, thrilling bout that is kind of the epitome of what boxing should be. As for Fukida, his best win to this point, an eighth round knockout of Andrew Cancio. That was actually in Fukida's last bout. Born Tatsu Harada, 1950, in Kuroshi, Japan. He was a Japanese southpaw boxer known for his power and resilience. Competing professionally from 73 to 84, he held the OPBF super featherweight / junior lightweight title, securing it by defeating Moon Suk Choi in 1979. Over his career, Fukida amassed a record of 20 wins, 12 by knockout, 15 losses, and 2 draws. His aggressive style and dedication made him a notable figure in Japanese boxing during his era. So, with that, we will head up to ringside for the bout. This should be a fun one here. Diego Corrales going against Ryu Fukida. I apologize also in advance that Fukida's name is actually misspelled in title bout, and I didn't realize that until after I created the fighter. It actually ends in ITA, not DA, so it's incorrect. I fixed it since, but I was going to redo the bout simply because his name was misspelled. There you see Corrales undefeated to this point, fourth ranked junior lightweight in the world, 9-0, 6 knockouts. Fukida 10-1 with 9. Corrales a 3.5-inch height advantage, 2-inch reach advantage as well for Diego Corrales. He certainly has some advantages here. Description of Fukida described him as a powerful fighter. He wasn't really a big knockout guy. I think that's probably actually a little bit overstated in that description. Is there you see Corrales ready to make his way down to ringside. And I apologize. I'll mention it in the comments. I'm good about this. I did not. I made this Diego Corrales, but it was just a copy of um, the settings that somebody else had posted on YouTube. So that is not my creation from scratch on Corrales there. So I certainly want to give credit where it's due. And now I apologize, I'm blanking. So I'll mention in the comments or in the description of the video who created who actually came up with that Corrales. He looks pretty good. And that's not a Diego Corrales of my doing. Fighters getting introduced to the crowd here. Crowd already kind of fired up after seeing that first bout knockout from Acelino Freitas. Fukida acknowledges the crowd here. Or again, this is going to be an uphill climb for him against Corrales. Fighters get their final instructions here at the center of the ring. Again, up next, our main event of the evening, the Bodysnatcher Mike Mccallum in the junior middleweight tournament takes on the tough Koichi Wajima. Corrales starts things off with a jab right off the bat at center ring. Diego will let his hands go. Corrales can be hit. He hits and he gets hit. That's the MO for Corrales. He does not give up much ground. And he will not stop fighting until the final bell. Great right hand there from Corrales, right to the chest of Fukida. You can see as they get close, Fukida giving up those 3 inches in height. A pretty significant margin. The reach advantage is only a couple of inches. Wings away a couple shots there inside. Left out through. Corrales pops another jab home. Good straight left there. Combination from Fukida. Sticks a short jab of his own. Minute into the opening round. Not a lot of feeling out going on here between these two guys at this point. Wolf's gone for a couple of big shots. Fukida's been able to stay outside them to this point. Good right hand there from Diego. Right hand lands. Good jab from Corrales as well. Splits the gloves. Big right hand there swings it over the top of a ducking Fukida. Kind of paused with a trio of kind of half-hearted hooks there. None of them landed. Usually you're firing off a jab, a kind of a show me jab. Those were almost show me hooks from Fukida. That's not going to get it done against Corrales. Good straight lefts there from Fukida. Those we get to a minute left in the opening round. Lands a couple shots. Not a lot of starch on those from Fukida. Now it's definitely throwing the shots with a little bit more ill intent to this one. But Fukida's popping off combos, but again, popped off a few shots there. Corrales blocked them and stuck the right hand. That's a good straight left there from Fukida. More right hands from Corrales. Missed the mark. Fukida was already backing away. Right hand gets around the glove of Corrales. Uppercut hits the gloves. Fukida's the one kind of coming forward at this point, which is a little bit surprising. Not that he's unaggressive, but you kind of figure they'd be measuring each other. But so far, Corrales has kind of let Fukida come in on him. I don't anticipate that to hold for the duration as we get to the end of round number one. Corrales' corner, not really much advice they're going to give him at this point. I mean, he knows he's at the advantage here. But I think Fukida's corner, though, is going to be pretty happy with what he did there in that first round. Let's see if he can keep that up. Again, he's stalking Corrales down a little bit. Corrales is letting him, to be fair. It's not as though Corrales is getting pushed around the ring. Fukida's coming at him, and Corrales is willing to let him do so for the time being. Corrales knows he's got that reach advantage. He knows he can keep him at bay with that jab kind of as much as he wants to. But brawler in Corrales is eventually going to take over. One would be inclined to think. He gets himself kind of stuck in the corner here. Fukida lands a good straight left there. Corrales not giving much effort to get out of the corner, and he eats a big left from Fukida and then an uppercut. Good start to round number two from Ryu Fukida. Corrales didn't do much to get himself out of that corner. Now he lands a good combination there. 3 punches from Corrales in that mix find a home. Perhaps Corrales needed to get tagged like that to wake him up a little bit. Well, I did still think that Corrales took round one. Another strong left from Fukida. And we talked, Corrales can be hit. He's not a particularly elusive fighter, not a particularly good defender. That's why it is kind of perceived there is just a certain ceiling that Corrales is going to reach in this division. But he is a blood and guts warrior, no doubt about it. Big right hand, Fukida evades it. Slips a body shot through there as we reach midway point of round number two. Good jab from Fukida. Much as we saw with Acelino Freitas in the first bout tonight. Kind of some heavy loading up, winging right hands from Diego Corrales that are not finding the mark. Freitas ultimately did find the mark, dropping Limon and then finishing him off. Corrales will hope for the same here. One of those powerful right hands that come up with air. Goes to the body, slips the uppercut through. Good job there from Diego. Another good short left hook there from Fukida. Corrales taking some solid shots here in this second round. Sticks a jab. Fighters exchange blows. 20 seconds left in the second. Tries to dig the body, 3-punch to the body, and then an uppercut. Worked well for him again a little while ago before that. Closing moments. Corrales pops the jab out there again. Fukida able to keep himself at range. I felt like that was a very good round for Ryu Fukida. 2 rounds in the books here, and Corrales' corner may be a little less pleased after that second round. 1 round of a semi-slow start. Again, I didn't think Corrales' first round was terrible, but certainly a little bit more passive than what you're used to seeing Diego in that opening round. But that second round, certainly not what Corrales' corner was hoping. Shots from Fukida land there. Jab lands from Corrales, lands another jab. Oh, good uppercut there from Corrales. That's his best punch of the fight to this point. You can see Fukida hasn't thrown anything since then. Corrales rattling the cage a little bit, perhaps. 40 seconds in to round number 3. A good sequence of punches here from Fukida, and Corrales just not defending himself well in that exchange. Good jab from Diego. Good right hand, follows it up with a good jab. You're throwing more punches and punches there. Double jab from Corrales, followed by a straight right hand. Largely got gloves. Whoa, and Corrales misses a right hand and eats an uppercut from Fukida. Good shot there from Ryu Fukida. The way through the third. Corrales misses. Jab falls shy of the mark. Another right hook. Cross rather misses from Corrales. Final minute of round 3. Corrales tries to go to the body a bit. He's not throwing much at the moment. Again, right hand misses Fukida. Kind of goes for a left up top, misses and left himself open. Corrales caught him with a good uppercut there. 30 seconds left in the third. Shot to the body, follows it up with a straight right hand. Caught him on the end of that straight right though, but it's still connected. Good body shot from Corrales. So Fukida's had his moments in this round. Diego seems like he might be starting to find the range a little bit. But again, 3 straight left hands there from Fukida, not power shots, but they all do find a home. On the side of the face of Diego Corrales as round 3 comes to a close. So there's a slight cut by the right eye of Ryu Fukida. Something worth keeping an eye on at this point. Both fighters showing a little bit of normal wear and tear around the eyes. Nothing significant in terms of swelling. We'll get our first look at the CompuBox scorecard here after 3 rounds. According to CompuBox, Corrales is up on all 3 cards. A little bit surprising to me. I thought round 2 was a round for Ryu Fukida. I thought he did really solid work in that second, although I would have Corrales up 2 rounds to 1. And Fukida, jab, 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 jab. Most of those caught gloves. One of them looks like it got through. Good straight left hand there splits the gloves as well. Corrales finds the mark a little bit, not flush though. Fukida lands a couple of shots in response. Underneath that one. Dodges that one from Corrales. Good evasiveness there from Ryu Fukida. Last sequence. Right hand from Corrales misses. And despite the height and reach advantage, Corrales think he could keep Fukida at a distance, but that's just not the style fighter Corrales is. Good uppercut there from Diego. That one finds the mark. Snapped Fukida's head back. Short left, answered by a shot to the body from Fukida. To the body again. "40 seconds left in round 4. Diego Corrales, Ryu Fukida, the junior lightweight LSUBF Inaugural Championship Tournaments. Again, if you are not familiar with the concept of the LSUBF, every division has a master pool of all of its champions in the major divisions and, of course, lineal throughout history. 25 of those champions were selected at random to be pooled with 50, low level, you know, scrub slash tomato can fighters to make up 75 in a weight class for the start. We ran as round 4 comes to a close there. Ran 500 test fights per division. So, and that was all random. See how many of those among those 75 fighters that built up initial records. The top 8 ranked fighters at the end of that made these tournaments. So there are lots of great fighters throughout history who are not in the LSUBF here at the start. Someone like Muhammad Ali, obviously, for a prime example. Ali obviously will enter eventually. He's just not there at the start. Every 3 months of game time, one fighter per weight class will end. So each weight class will add a fighter every 3 months of game time, and those guys will have to fight their way up the ladder. So there's kind of a career stage element to this whole project. So you'll see somebody like Ryu Fukida. Is Ryu Fukida one of the top 25 junior lightweights of all time? Probably not. But he was able to make the pool into this one, and then he had a very light schedule and draw wise, where he fought a lot of kind of garbage fighters, and was able to pad his early record a bit and make this tournament. Although he is putting on a good showing here against Diego Corrales. Corrales is winning this fight, but Fukida is by no means embarrassing himself to this point. Again, I apologize for the typo when the name title bout has his name spelled with a D. And that's what I did here. It's actually Fukita, which I have since fixed. Coming up on the midway point of round number 5. Hitter's missing a good amount in that exchange there. He likes throwing that double, triple jab. Done it with moderate success so far. I've seen a little bit more as this fight has gone on. Fukida having a little bit more respect for Corrales' power. Good sequence there. Fukida just keeps on throwing punches. Going to keep Corrales off guard with volume. 40 seconds left here in round 5. Right hand from Corrales. Again, caught him kind of on the end of that. That's there from Diego. Yeah, definitely doing a good job, though, throwing those punches in bunches. Throwing 5, 6, 7 punch sequences, hoping he lands something. That's a good right hand there from Fukida. Good, strong right hand to answer from Corrales. Backs Fukida up in the waning moments of round number 5. So that cut around the right eye of Fukida does not seem like it's really gotten any worse at this point. His corner has done a good job on that. And both fighters a little bit of swelling. See a bit of swelling around the right eye of Diego Corrales, but nothing that is impeding anybody by any stretch at this point in the bout as we get ready to open up round number 6. Corrales out to midway. The jab. Right hand is blocked. And hovering there to protect. Cut from Corrales misses. Good job. Fukida's doing a little bit better job defensively than I was anticipating him doing in this bout. Again, he's giving up a lot in the way of skill and strength here. Good shots there. Corrales got the better of that exchange. They both landed fairly simultaneously, but Corrales landed the stronger shot. Gets a good uppercut. Wings a right hand. Fukida slips underneath it. Corrales pops him with the jab. Now tries to go to the body. Straight left hand from Fukida. The first one lands. The next two fall short of the mark. Fighters opening it up a little bit there. Another good shot from Corrales. That one was as Fukida came in. Sticks him with the jab. Good right hand from Corrales. Corrales again starting to find range a little bit. Then he misses wildly with that one. Punches off the gloves from both fighters. Jab as Corrales steps in, finds the mark. Short little uppercut as well. And a minute left in the 6th. Great right hand there. And Diego Corrales. Pace is slowed a little bit here in this final minute of the 6th round. Now Corrales picks it up again. Fires off a 4-punch combo. Fukida answers with a short little jab. Corrales trying to dig into the body, gets the uppercut in the aftermath. Right hand there, that was largely blocked. Fukida, who fires off a combination of his own. Right hand got through, the other stuff was blocked. Corrales whiffs on a pair. Waning moments of the 6th, and the bell sounds to end the round. The fighters retreat to their corners. Corrales' corner has to be pretty comfortable with what he's doing at this point. Again, Fukida had a decent round there, but I'm not sure he did enough to warrant taking that round from Corrales. Corrales, probably up 4-2 or 5-1, I would be inclined to think we should get the CompuBox scorecard. Again, that is an unofficial scorecard. Here we go with round 7. There you see, according to CompuBox, Corrales with a 4-point lead in the bout, 5-1. I have it 4-2 Corrales. I thought Fukida won the second round as well. Fukida knew this would be an uphill climb. Again, that 100 bout tests him going in, kind of established favorites and odds, etc. like that. Corrales expected to win about 80% of the time in this matchup. Fukida has given a solid effort here. He has certainly not been walked over, but Corrales just the more damaging punches. Fukida, even when he's landed good shots, kind of been one-offs, and he hasn't really put Corrales into trouble. Oh, there's a good straight left from Fukida. That was right on the nose. That one stopped Corrales in his tracks. But again, the AC Fukida not really able to follow it up with much. That was a good shot. Corrales tries to dig into the body. The uppercut. Fukida slips in. And double left as well. Tries to split the gloves with the uppercut, but Corrales holds his guard well. Lands a jab, goes to the body. That shot kind of, sort of landed, kind of half elbow, half rib cage, it looked like from Corrales. Moves up, misses. Fukida does the same. He just seems to be trying to kind of swing a bit heavier. Again, he knows he's down in this fight. Whether he's down by the 2 I have him down as, or the 4 that the CompuBox scored card had. We're in the late stages of this fight. Fukida needs to do something. Oh, and a good right hand there from Corrales. That one backed Fukida up. And that is a body shot, and down goes Ryu Fukida. Corrales dug that one in. That was the shot to the forehead. Really did the damage there. The body shot was just a punctuation. Fukida had kind of put his head down, and when he did so, Corrales caught him right on the forehead. Staggered him back. The body shot puts him down. Late in round 7. So that should give Corrales a little bit more breathing room, even if this was a 2-point fight going into that round. That would open it up to 4 at a minimum, I would think. As we head to round number 8. Fukida's corner trying to exhort him to pull something out of the bag here. I'm just not sure what he's got left. Corrales pops home a couple of jabs and a body shot in that situation. Right hand there from Corrales. And as well, Fukida, good body shot there. Some follow-up shots going, but misses by a fairly wide margin with those follow-up shots. And Corrales partially blocked. Good left there from Fukida, caught Corrales. Corrales weathers it well. Again, Fukida, not a heavy puncher. Even though those are good stiff shots from his standard, it's not like Corrales is being hit with a power that measures his own. Good body shots, good uppercut there from Fukida. Again, Fukida has fought a game fight here. He's just surrendering a bit of pretty much everything across the board to Diego Corrales. Coming up on the midway point here in round number 8. Good body shot from Fukida, follows it up with a little short right cross there. We'll see. Even when Fukida has landed those good shots, Corrales hasn't really backed up at all. And again, Corrales isn't going to back down from anybody, but usually you're going to back up a few steps, kind of regroup yourself before heading back in. And even the best shots there haven't really backed him up. by any measure. Final minute here of the 8th. Almost pops off a single jab. The cut misses, but the follow-up right from cross finds the mark. Fukida fires a bunch of punches. Most of those blocked. Corrales was able to slip a short uppercut in. Final 30 seconds here in the 8th. Swinging right hand from Corrales. Fukida ducks underneath. Corrales lands a body shot. Final 5 seconds. Crowd appreciating Fukida's effort here. I think this is a pro Corrales crowd. And both fighters, slight swelling, but no real marks. You can see the cut outside the right eye of Fukida, suffered earlier on in the bout, has largely been closed at this point. Safe to say Ryu Fukida needs to pull a rabbit out of the hat in the form of a knockout here against Diego Corrales. And coming up in the main event, after this bout, we go to junior middleweight. Big right hand there from Corrales. The Bodysnatcher, Mccallum, and Koichi Wajima. What should be a fun, entertaining bout. A couple of tough customers. Mccallum, considered by many to be the class of that junior middleweight division. Well, he is the number 2 seed entering the tournament. Zurich and Zurich entered the tournament as the number 1 seed. So that's more a matter of Zurich having fought several more bouts than Mccallum to this point. Very few people think that Zurich and Zurich would take out Mccallum if they meet, and they might, for the title. The middleweight bracket is a good one. Nino Benvenuti, Miguel de Oliveira will go at it in that weight class in our next card. The winner of that bout will face the winner of this bout. If I'm remembering correctly. I'm sorry, no, not the winner of this bout. My 2 different weight classes. We'll face in Zurich. Really, you can see he kind of got caught. Like he didn't really know what punch to throw in that spot. Went to load up, pulled the punch back. Indecisiveness there from Ryu Fukida. He's kind of fighting the same as he's fought all fight, but it's not really letting things loose here in a fight he is clearly down in. Corrales continues to dig to the body, and that right hand misses the mark significantly. Good left hand there from Corrales. Either block, sticks a jab home. And as we mentioned, anytime that Fukida has landed anything of significance, it's kind of been a single shot. That is not going to get it done against the better, stronger fighter. So the fighters will get their final instructions before round number 10 of what one would have to think stands as a pretty clear decision victory for Diego Corrales. Next card, there you see, CompuBox scorecard has given Fukida 1 round out of 9. I've given him 2, but even so, down 6 points with the that would be on my card. He'd be down 6 with the 2 points for the knockdown suffered earlier. With the next card, mentioned that it'll have Oliveira and Benvenuti will also have Zab Judah and Kostya Tszyu, of course, fought in real life. It's one of the most satisfying knockouts I've ever seen. It's Kostya Tszyu flattened Zab Judah, and Judah bounced up and did the funky chicken before TKO was called. Um, so those two will go at it on the next card as well. And then the main event on the next card at welterweight, we finally get to the welterweight division, which may be the deepest in the initial groupings for the LSUBF. It's Paul the Punisher Williams, a very, very talented fighter, long and lean, terrific reach, tons of volume in his punches. He will try to pull off the upset against Sugar Ray Robinson. That's a pretty loaded card right there. That should be a fun one. Coming up on the final minute of the bout. Right hand there lands from Corrales. Corrales kind of seems like he's pretty much in get to the final bell, take no dumb chances mode here. And again, Fukida does not take chances. Good combination there from Fukida, and that makes Corrales unload a bit with an uppercut to kind of staunch that. 2 back-to-back punches there from Fukida. Brought Corrales back into the reality that he is in a fight. Regardless of him being clearly ahead, 30 seconds left in the bout. Fukida didn't do enough of that down the stretch in this fight, though. He needed to try to kind of open up and fire power shots in succession. Really never got anything like that to transpire. Even there, he rattled Corrales, but as soon as Corrales stung him, that was the end of that push from Ryu Fukida. Final 10 seconds here in round 10. The bell sounds, and that, shots at the bell, will take us to the final decision. And there you see Diego Corrales comes away with the unanimous decision victory over Ryu Fukida. And I gotta put the stats and stuff like that in there before the decision. Should have a little bit of a delay there. Not a big deal. It's cosmetic again. There you see your final decision: 99-90, 98-91, 98-91. A clear, one-sided, unanimous decision for Diego Corrales, who will move on in the LSUBF Championship Tournament in the junior lightweight division. Impressive showing from Krause. I'll tell you, Fukida certainly, forget the scorecard there. Fukida did not embarrass himself in this bout by any stretch of the imagination. I thought Fukida gave a pretty good effort here. Again, he was just kind of outmanned. There you see the punch stats on the bout. 39 sent to 30 as far as Corrales landing the bulk of punches there. Fukida just not able to get much going. So back behind the fourth wall we go for our feature match of the evening. And we're going to move away from the junior lightweight division and move up a little bit to junior middleweight, where the Bodysnatcher, Mccallum, takes on Koichi Wajima. This should be a fun bout. We take a look here. Their title bout ratings as they enter into this matchup. Both fighters in the pre-prime stages of their career. Mccallum, even at pre-prime, is an 8, which is a terrific pre-prime rating. Wajima is a 6, which is also a solid pre-prime rating. The 100 bout tests him. Mccallum wins 73% of the fights there. So he enters here as the favorite. Entering this bout, their best bout so far, Mike Mccallum with a first round technical knockout over hard hitting contender Sam Garr. Koichi Wajima took a 10-round unanimous decision win over Mark Meadow. Both of those are solid victories by the two fighters. For Mike Mccallum, a lot of people obviously know Mccallum's career, known as the Bodysnatcher, one of boxing's great nicknames. A skilled Jamaican boxer who became the WBA junior middleweight champion in October of 1984, defeating Sean Mannion. Renowned for his exceptional body punching and technical prowess, McCallum successfully defended his title multiple times, including a notable, should say, knockout win over Julian Jackson, who at the time was figured to be an absolute beast in the division. McCallum later moved up in weight, capturing titles at middleweight and at light heavyweight, solidifying his legacy as one of boxing's most underrated champions. Koichi Wajima was a Japanese boxer known for his unorthodox style and relentless pressure. He won the WBA and WBC junior middleweight titles on October 31st, 1971, defeating Carmelo Bossi. Wajima defended those titles multiple times and regained them in rematches after losses, showcasing his resilience. A two-time world champion, he became one of Japan's most successful fighters before retiring in 1977. His awkward yet effective style made him a unique and memorable champion. Fortunately, we can't really replicate style-wise the limitations here. Replicating Kojima's style on the whole is a bit difficult to do. He actually may be represented a little bit better from a style perspective once he gets slated for a fight night card. But his activity level is certainly will be represented well here in Undisputed. There you see the tail of the tape. McCallum undefeated, 12-0, 11 knockouts. Kojima 11-1 with 8 knockouts. McCallum has a 3.5-inch height advantage. He has a 7-inch reach advantage. And hailing from Kingston, Jamaica, Wajima from Tokyo, Japan. Fighters will be ready to make their way down to ringside shortly. McCallum will head to the ring first, and there he is. As we mentioned, 12-0, 11 knockouts for Mike McCallum, wearing the Jamaican flag colors of yellow and green on his trunks here in this one. McCallum, again, widely figured to be the favorite in this weight class. Kojima is not going to go quietly into this night. They promise you that. Again, there's the 11-1, 8 knockouts. He's going to put pressure on. He's going to be right there in front of McCallum, which is living a bit dangerously. But Wajima knows no other way to fight. He's going to put pressure on. He's going to try to overwhelm McCallum. That is a tall, tall order for Koichi Wajima. So the fighters getting their final instructions in the corner. They'll prepare to go to ring center for the final instructions from the referee. And we will get underway here with our main event as Jimmy Lennon Jr. finishes off their introductions to the crowd here. I like the outdoor park. I won't use this one too much, but I like again, it brings me back to the old wide world of sports days when I would watch broadcasts. I see an outdoor card like this and an outdoor bout like this, and I always think of the Jeff Fennick Azuma Nelson um, fight. Trying to remember fight where that fight was at, but it was an outdoor arena, and it was one of the earliest fights that I remember watching. The first Fennec Nelson fight, which was a classic. Both fighters, one of the biggest robberies also in boxing history, is Fennec clearly won that fight against Nelson and ended up taking a draw in that bout. Fighters throwing the early going here. Zima sticks a jab home. He's going to bounce. He's going to move, but he's then going to come in on McCallum. McCallum is going to be the steady fighter in this one. Bodysnatcher, obviously a great nickname, but he will come up top thunder to the chin too. Body punching is where it is at for Mike Mccallum. Just from Wajima fall a little bit short. He tries to work McCallum's body. McCallum covers pretty well there. Wajima tries to dig his way in. He eats a couple of jabs for his trouble. Good short left hand there from McCallum. Wajima gets away from it. Right hand body shot. Wajima lands a good right hand of his own there. Good shot from Koichi Wajima. McCallum has a terrific chin on top of his other strengths. He can take a good shot. Up on the midway point here of round number 1. Wajima backs up. McCallum decides to go in after him in pursuit. Wajima quickly turns himself away from the ropes. McCallum retreats back to the middle and circles. Combo there from Wajima. Most of that hit the gloves, though. Just to the outside of the arms. Neither fighter making a ton of huge contact here in the opening round. Both fighters protecting themselves pretty well here through the first 2 minutes of the bout. See McCallum working up high again. He's got that height and reach advantage. Expect McCallum to use those advantages very well during the course of this bout. Oh, good uppercut from Wajima. That one lands. Good shot, Koichi Wajima. Again, McCallum is the favorite, but Wajima is not just going to disappear in this bout. He's going to be right there. He is capable. McCallum gets careless or is not on his game. Koichi Wajima can absolutely pull out a victory. Fighters lean on each other on the inside. Wajima fires. McCallum fires back. McCallum has done a lot of work up top here in this opening round. He hasn't gone to those vaulted body shots all that much. As round 1 comes to a close, fairly uneventful, but I would lean towards giving that first round to Koichi Wajima, actually. I feel like he landed the more meaningful blows in those first 3 minutes. No panic or stress in McCallum's corner. He is very comfortable in the kind of fighter that he is. As we get ready to start round 2. Jab there landed from McCallum, but Wajima gets away before any of the follow-up shots can do anything. And there from McCallum lands. Wajima's goes downstairs in response. And McCallum doing a lot of work up high so far. He hasn't really started the heavy body work as of yet. McCallum also kind of getting himself to a bit of a distance. Wajima hasn't really gone overwhelming with pressure to this point. So there's still, both fighters are throwing punches, but still a bit of a feeling out process here. 4 minutes into the bout. Jab snap from Wajima off the clubs of McCallum. Just counters with the right hand there. Flips through, lands though not flush. Short left from Wajima lands. Answers with a couple of lefts of his own. First 2 of that 4-punch combo from Wajima. McCallum gets the guard up though. I had a minute and a half left here in round number 2. More combination there going, although it hits off the gloves. The right hand from Wajima finds its way through. McCallum is yet to really land anything of significance here in the early going. He is starting to try to find a home for that jab a little bit. Right hand there goes over the top of Wajima. Wajima perhaps throwing Mccallum a little bit here by the fact that he's not fighting at the expected pressure level here in the early going. Mccallum's camp likely assuming Wajima would come right in there, stand right there in front of him, put his head into Mccallum's chest and just start trying to doggedly fire away, and that would let Mccallum work the body a bit. Wajima has kind of gone a little bit more in and out. Fighters do exchange a bit here, though, in these last 20 seconds, standing in close and exchanging as the round comes to a close. Fairly even round there. I honestly would probably be inclined to lean towards Wajima in that round. Mccallum did start to find a home for that jab, though, so that round could go either way. As the fighters get ready to head back out into the center of the ring for round 3, scheduled for 10 as all first round tournament matchups are. Semifinals will be 12 rounds. Championship fights will be scheduled for 15. Cut off the bat from Wajima as the third round opens. And there from Mccallum. And Wajima in and out. And the body goes upstairs, but Mccallum protects well. Mccallum against the ropes. He's pretty comfortable fighting him. Great left hand there. Jab from Mccallum lands. Wajima showing some movement. Inside, eats another jab, fires home a jab of his own. Mccallum tries to go upstairs, downstairs to no avail. Mccallum is yet to find a rhythm. Minute into round 3 here. The jab from Wajima lands. And another one. Short left from Mccallum misses. Right hand lands and gets a shot into the body, though lands another left there. Wajima over that's underneath the right hand. Couple body shots there from Mccallum. Wajima bouncing shots off the glove. Another combination of body punches and a third body shot from Mccallum. Now he seems to be starting to find his way a little bit. Now Wajima starts to pressure a little bit more. Comes inside, fires a right hand that's blocked. Jab is blocked as well. Nice work from Mccallum's body. The first shot landed, second off the forearms of the gloves. Straight rights from Mccallum, then goes to the body, then slips an uppercut. Again, jab, couple shots to the body, sticks one in the center of the chest of Wajima. Seeing Mccallum now again start to go high then low, high then low. But more what we were expecting to see from Mike Mccallum, who here in the third round is starting to look a little bit more style-wise like the fighter we thought we've been accustomed to seeing. Again, digging right hands into the rib cage of Koichi Wajima, who's got his arms down low there. But Mccallum was getting that punch around the elbows into the side of Koichi Wajima. Slips a jab home, slips another jab home. Right hand, a glancing shot. That second right hand landed in better fashion from Mccallum as we come up in the final 10 seconds of round 3. Both fighters kind of coming a little bit more into their form here in this third round, which comes to a close. Shot there at the bell. So we'll get our first check-in with the CompuBox ringside scorecard. Again, that is an unofficial score. We will get that check-in before round 4 begins. Wajima's done a good job so far, but Mccallum definitely had his best round of the fight there in round 3. Started to get the body shots working a bit. Again, he had been working very much with jabs and straights through the first couple of rounds, so a little bit more body work there. Here you see the CompuBox scorecard did give Wajima round 1. Mike Mccallum awarded rounds 2 and 3 according to CompuBox. Right hand from Mccallum lands there, sticks a couple of jabs into the chest of Wajima as well. Kind of an odd location for the jabs, given that Mccallum has a 3-inch height advantage in the bout. It's an effective blow if he can land it. Fires off a combination there. Mccallum gets his guard up well. Jab block again. I should say the straight right hand was blocked a couple of times. The jab sneaked its way through for Mccallum. Series of blows there from Wajima. Nothing lands. Mccallum trying to box Wajima into the corner. Mccallum didn't like something about that approach. He backed up, circled away. Has a couple of straight rights, fires another jab into the chest of Wajima. That one lands on the point of the chin. Wajima fires a couple shots back at Mccallum. Flurry there, nothing lands. Mccallum goes down left, down low with the left hand. Wajima tries to fire off a right hand, but Mccallum caught him. Before he could tee it up, fires another shot there into the rib cage. Minute 15 left here in round 4. A little bit more on the defensive than he was early on in this bout. Mccallum fires, Wajima protects well. None of that landed. Good combination there, right left from Wajima. It's a jab there from Mccallum. Mccallum goes to the body again. Good sequence there from Wajima. 1, 2, 3. To the head of Mccallum. All scoring blows, none particularly damaging. Still all points in the eyes of the judges if they're scoring the bout correctly. 20 seconds remaining in round 4. Jab. Right hand up top. Glancing blow landed from Wajima, but then blocked trying to go to the body. So we're in the final 10 seconds of round number 4. Wajima trying to go to the body as round 4 comes to a close. Another fair round there from Koichi Wajima. Mccallum's corner telling him to get back to a little bit of that body work that, he started to find a home for that stuff in the 3rd round. In the fashion that you want to see Mike Mccallum fighting. He got away from that again a little bit there in round 4. Started to work the body in round 3. He was finding a home for it. That was Mccallum's best round of the fight to this point. You could certainly have given round 4 to Wajima. Round 5, here in the early moments. And Wajima has not been quite as aggressive as expected. That might be throwing Mccallum a little bit off his game plan to this point. Mccallum kind of backs himself into the corner there. Wajima comes in after him. Trying to go high and low. Mccallum fires a couple of jabs home, a little short left. Glanced off the chin, didn't get flush, gets out of the corner. Tries to go to the body, but Mccallum covering it well. Mccallum continues to circle. Right hand finds the mark. We get a minute into round 5. Uppercut from Mccallum misses the mark. Straight right hands that don't. That right hand from Mccallum landed. He threw 3 of them. The middle one was the shot that scored. Wajima swings and misses. Up high, looks like he loaded up a little bit on that shot. Trying to work Mccallum up high. Mccallum blocks well. Against left right to the face. It's a right hand into the rib cage. Good right hand from Mccallum, and just like that, down goes Koichi Wajima. Out of nowhere shot from Mccallum. And Wajima tastes the canvas. Here in round number 5, Wajima up on his feet at the count of 6, but Mike Mccallum, easily his best shot of the fight. He caught Wajima coming in there right on the button, and now down to the body, and down goes Wajima again. That second shot there to the body from Mccallum under the rib cage, and Wajima is hurting. He might knock it up. And that's going to be it. And just like that, Mike Mccallum wins by knockout here in round 5. Two knockouts within 30 seconds of each other. The first one, Wajima stepped into and Mccallum caught him perfectly. Wajima got up, and as soon as they got close, Mccallum fired off a double barrel body shot. Wajima tasted the canvas again and was unable to get himself back to his feet, and it is a knockout victory in round number 5 for Mike Mccallum to advance to the semifinals of the junior middleweight tournament. There you see Mccallum 37-31 in terms of percentages. 40% of his jabs finding a home compared with only 20 from Wajima. And in the end, that kind of may have kind of been an under the radar thing behind the result of that bout. A 5th round knockout for Mike Mccallum. 103 of round 5. And Mccallum advances in the junior middleweight tournament. So that will bring us to a close here. Greatly appreciate you all tuning in. Again, we'll recap the card. Acelino Freitas with a knockout win over Rafael Bazooka Limon at junior lightweight. Then it was Diego Corrales, also at junior lightweight, earning the unanimous decision win over Ryu Fukida. And then in the main event, Mike Mccallum, a 5th round knockout, and about that, frankly, Koichi Wajima had looked very good until that point. That was a fairly even fight. Mccallum scores the knockout. Hope to see you on the channel on Friday for our next card in the LSUBF Championship Tournament Series. We will open that card up at junior middleweight, where the 4th seed, Miguel de Oliveira, undefeated with 7 knockouts, 10-0, taking on Nino Benvenuti, who is currently ranked 5th. Benvenuti considered to have the higher ceiling there, though. Benvenuti 12-1 with 3 knockouts. That will open up our 3-bout card. We then head to junior welterweight for a bout that boxing fans will remember in real life for Zab Judah's chicken dance. Zab Judah, the number 3 seed, 18-2 with 13 knockouts, will battle the 6th seed Kostya Tszyu, 10-1 with 8 knockouts. What should be a fun battle. And then in the main event, we head to possibly the deepest class in the LSUBF out of the gate. We head to welterweight, our first bout in the welterweight tournament. Sugar Ray Robinson, undefeated, 10-0, 8 knockouts. He's only the 6th seed, but that's a bit of a function of not having fought that much. He will face the 3 seed, also undefeated, Paul the Punisher Williams, 11-0 with 7 knockouts. A match of styles in that one should be a fun one. Robinson and Williams will highlight the card. Greatly appreciate you all tuning in as always. Bang that like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. We'll talk soon.